Hey guys, Ashlane here. Today I thought I'd share some more mass witch attack tips. Some people call it the Hocus Pocus strategy. Whatever you call it, it can certainly be a viable 3-star strategy, and if not 3, certainly 2 stars. We're going to watch a couple 3-star replays and go over some strategy keys. Now let's discuss the 2 things that can go terribly wrong on these attacks. 1 is a giant bomb kills all your witches, and 2, you just don't execute a proper funneling of the base. So those are the 2 main things we're going to focus on these replays. That way, hopefully you guys don't make those mistakes. Now, strategy key here is split your heroes versus these resource ring bases. So what's a resource ring base? Well, it's when the core of the base is all surrounded by non-defensive units, thereby making the golems and the giants and balloons all go around the base rather than into the center, but not witches. Now, by using giants and golems first in the attack, you can see he split up his king up at 3 o'clock, the queen over at 6 o'clock, and then a couple giants in the middle leading the way for the witches. Now what he was able to do here was trigger a few of those giant bomb spells. I think 2 or 3 were triggered already into the attack. So by organizing the funnel this way, it can be one of the trickiest parts to go ahead and organize that funnel. But by going ahead and putting a hero on both sides of the base, and then along with the golem, there's just not enough firepower on the outside ridges of these bases because it's so concentrated in the center. And in the center, it's gonna feel like it's taking forever. These mass witch raids can take quite a long time, much longer than your traditional go wipe or go wee wee attack. So I always call this point in the raid the "ooh, I'm not sure things are going too well" point in the raid, because at this point you're like, okay, I think I've got the 2-star down, the town hall is down, but you're never quite sure if you're going to get all the way around and get the 3 stars. Sometimes you end around 70 or 80%, other times you do pull off a 3-star. So I certainly wouldn't call this a lock 3-star strategy, but more often than not, if you're going up against a village that's a little bit lower than your troops, you can definitely pull off a 3-star here and there. There's that last giant bomb. Not a beautiful place for it. It was along the outer edge. And to protect against these type of attacks, go ahead and put your bombs a little bit closer to the interior rather than around the exterior, because around the exterior really only affects the attack if you go in from that direction. Now, a special shout out to my friends at BR Brothers. Another great replay here by Tex, and you can see he's doing exactly what I advocated doing earlier. Even though this base here does have max defenses, the walls aren't totally maxed, and I guess everything else is maxed, even though the walls make it look a little bit lower than it actually is. So it is going to be an impressive attack as well. Now see how Tex chooses to split his attack using the queen and a golem at 6 o'clock, and then all those witches and the archer queen over there at 3 o'clock. They're going to take down the opposition archer queen, and it's going to create a pretty nice funnel using that jump spell for the troops to just jump off and go into the center there. Now you will want to note that all the attackers, or both the attackers today, are using 2 freeze spells, so those really come in handy. Even if you're going against a base with only 1 multi-inferno tower, make sure you bring 2 freeze spells, because you might have to double freeze that multi-inferno tower, especially considering how long these witches can take to summon all those skeletons. So in this replay, you will see that right now this is about that time that I was talking about. It's panic time. Am I going to pull this off? It doesn't even look like the attacker has the huge edge right now, but with all those witches still standing in the multi-inferno tower already down, he actually has it in the bag. So a really nice attack here by Tex, and I hope you guys try to execute these attacks on your own. Now 2 things to look for. Obviously 1, a resource ring base. Keep an eye out for these bases. This base design with the storage units in the center is really popular, because I believe Battlebee, one of the top players in the world, used this base for a long time with a lot of success. So a lot of people changed their base to this design. So if you see this base design, especially, the other thing you want to take a special account for is if you see the Inferno towers either both set to single target or 1 set to single target, you know it's a recipe for some Hocus Pocus. So guys, thanks so much for listening, for watching. I appreciate it as always. Please, as always, continue to share with your clanmates. It means so much to me, and it helps the channel grow. So guys, guys, as always, I appreciate everything you do, and take care, guys.